Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing rational expressions. So I guess we should talk about what a rational expression is. A rational expression is a fraction. It has a polynomial on top and a polynomial on bottom. Most rational expressions will probably ask you to simplify. That means factor it out and anything on top and bottom can cancel. Rational expressions usually have restrictions. What is the one thing in math you can't do? You can't divide by 0. So list with the answer. Whatever makes the bottom 0, that's a restriction. You can multiply, divide, add, and subtract, but we'll get into those later. Today is going to be just multiply and divide. Before we get into it too much, let's simplify this one. So I've got m plus 7 over m squared plus 4m minus 21. Let's factor this thing. M plus 7 over what two numbers will multiply to negative 21 and add to 4? 7 and negative 3. Can you see anything that will cancel? The m plus 7s will cancel. So what's left on top if there's nothing left? I got to put something there. 1 over m minus 3. What can m not equal? Well, look right here. What two things would make the bottom 0? Negative 7 and positive 3. Even though the negative 7 canceled out, it's still part of your restriction. So that is your answer simplified down. Factor, write your restrictions, write your answer. How do I multiply or divide these things? Well, let's completely factor everything. Let's list all restrictions in both expressions. If it's division, we flip the second expression and turn it into multiplication, and we list any new restrictions. Any factor the same on the top and the bottom can cancel, and then combine the remaining factors into one expression. So let's take a look at this problem. Let's factor it completely. X squared minus 16, that's x minus 4, x plus 4. 9 minus x. This is a tricky one. I'm going to pull a negative 1 out of 9 minus x. That makes the x positive and the 9 negative. Times. That's going to be x plus 10, x minus 9. And that's going to be x plus 4, x plus 10. So before I start canceling out, let's list my restrictions. What can x not equal? Can't equal 9, can't equal negative 4, can't equal negative 10. Let's start canceling. Anything on top and bottom will cancel. X minus 9, x minus 9, x plus 10, x plus 10, x plus 4, x plus 4. So what's left? Negative x minus 4, comma, x cannot equal those three things. Factor, write your restrictions, cancel out. The next one is a division problem. So it's going to be a little bit longer, but not much. So 1 over 5p squared won't factor. This one will though. 9p minus 36, GCF 9, that's p minus 4, over, this will be 5p squared, p minus 7. So let's list the restrictions in my answer. In my final answer, my restrictions are going to be p cannot equal 0 or 7. But because this is a division problem, I have to flip the second one. Did I add any new restrictions? Yeah. P can't equal 4 now. Will anything cancel out? The 5p squared will. What's left? P minus 7 over p minus 4. So if it's division, factor everything out. List your restrictions. Flip the second and make it multiplication. List any new restrictions, cancel out, and write your answer. So that does it for multiplying, dividing, and simplifying rationals. Next time we're going to talk about adding and subtracting, and that gets a little bit tougher. If you have any questions, please come talk to me. Thanks, everyone.